Goddess of Victory, NIKKE.
What's up, guys? Nova here. Today we're going to be doing the Dark Hero event in NIKKE. It's just released yesterday. I'm just logging in for the first time, as you can see, once again. Let's see what this event is all about, since we know most of the characters already. There's no mistake that it's just going to be hilarious, given the NIKKEs involved. Especially with Exia and Maiden. So without further ado, it's a place where anything can happen at any time. A place where countless dreams are shattered. We call this place the Surface. Is this it? I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you. That's enough. However, even in this desolate and despairing place, there exists a glimmer of hope. That's enough of that talk. This isn't over yet. It's you! You're the NIKKE troops have been surrounded by raptures. In their moment of desperation, a female figure appears before them. Is it gonna be Laplace? And her name is... what? The Black Arc Ranger? Wait. Oh, wow. Very nice. Let the mission begin. You performed your duties admirably. Leave the rest to me and take a break. Long live the Arc Rangers. The Black Arc Ranger carves her way through the battlefield with unstoppable power, and single-handedly fends off the Rapture offensive from all directions. The surrounding Raptures fall one by one under her mighty attacks. Enemy down. By the time everything is over, the sun has long set. Is it night? How beautiful. Surrounded by piles of shattered Rapture debris, the Black Arc Ranger looks up at the sky, her dignified posture giving her the true air of a hero. Ha! There's no need for such grand proclamations. I merely completed the mission which was assigned to me. More importantly, is everyone alright? Yes, everyone's safe thanks to you. Good. What's up, Wriggle? Can you stand? Glancing at the array of devastated raptures before her, the NIKKE lowers her head. Are you scared? A sea of white stars embroiders the night sky. Beneath the open sky, she starts to speak. Whenever my courage wavers, I look up at the night sky. Every time I glance at such infinity, I realize that the surface, enigmatic and perilous as it may be, is also full of unfathomable beauty. There's another reason why I have been able to overcome my fear and keep fighting. And it's standing right next to me. The Black Arc Ranger reaches out her hand to the mass-produced NIKKE. So don't despair and stand up. Lift your head and look at the sky, and see what you're fighting for. What are we fighting for? If you do that, you can overcome any fears you have. Trony, we're here. No, Trony, we're here. Huh? Trony? Where's that sound coming from? I'm Arc Ranger Black. What is with this hand? Can I hold it? Huh? Did I do something wrong? It's just me, Trony. You don't need to be so surprised. A leg? If you do that, you can overcome any fears you have. She was watching TV. That's right, it's a TV show. I can imagine Laplace watches it too. I guess we're getting Power Rangers soon? I think so. The Black Archranger movie plays in the background. The stirring tableau of the vigilant figure fighting on the surface slowly recedes, revealing Trony alone in her room with the figure in one hand and the other grasped by a leg, as she recites lines from the film. And... Leg, can we come in now? If now isn't a good time... Exia and Maiden awkwardly glance at Trony and the leg. Poor Trony. How long have you all been watching me? Not long. Let's see. How did those lines go again? The Black Archranger. Let the mission begin. She's just teasing her, it's great. You've performed your duties admirably. Leave the rest to me and take a break. Stop. Long live the Archrangers. Trony's gonna die. That's a pretty cool movie. You should invite me next time you watch it. Leg, close the door for a moment. Huh? Last Will and Testament, revision 429. Here lies Trony, a Nikke affiliated with the Electric Shock Squad, along with fellow Nikkes Aleg, Exia, and Maiden. Trony? I will all end quickly and painlessly. Oh, it will all end quickly and painlessly. That face. I better get going. I just remembered that I had something to do. Don't worry, this will all be over quickly. Trony, what's that you're holding? Is that a welder? You shouldn't come so close holding that, you know. She's gonna kill everyone. Trony? You're starting to freak me out, Trony. For a while, screams can be heard from Trony's room. It's the gamer girls. Okay. Now let's see. What have we got? Movie tickets. Actually, let's collect them real quick so we can go through it all without having to stop. Aha! Oh, feet. For the feet community. You don't know how many posts I've seen already. It's hilarious. Trony has become their goddess of victory, specifically. Let's see. Who are our boost Nikkes this time around?
Exia, at your service.
We got Exia.
Me? Do I have to?
You know we have to include Maiden. We're at 60% right now.
Oh boy, it's my turn.
There we go. We got 1, 2, 3. So let's just put whoever in now. I don't have Trony. But let's see. Who else games? I don't think anyone else does, to be honest. I'm trying to remember who. Or fits the bill of this event.
Here I come.
Hero. And we'll throw someone else in there just because. You know what?
Will you buy me some snacks on the way?
That works. Alright. I received a strange message from Exia this morning. Wake up, noob. The time has come. Exia exhorts me to come over to Troni's room for a co-op mission. I love this track. The situation seems urgent, so I rush over. Aleg, Exia, and Maiden each have their face buried in the tablet. I'm here. Not now, noob. We're raiding. Black Rose, a little help? You know, I forgot her screen name was Black Rose. Because all I can think of is .hack. You're the only one in our party who can deal any damage right now. You're our last hope. You got it. Leave it to me. I, Black Rose, will not let you down. What? Psycho Pomp. That's right. That's the spirit. Alright. Boom guy, when I tell you, all you've got to do is use your special move. Then there's going to be one heck of an explosion. Kaboom! The three of them are completely immersed in the game and aren't registering a single word that I say. I don't have much else to do, so I go to have a seat nearby and watch. Perhaps I'm just imagining things, but I could swear that something like this had happened before. Phase 1, clear. Hooray! Phew. Now I see why no one has defeated this boss yet. We're only in its first phase, and it's already lobbing all these insta-kill attacks at us. We did it, guys. The game that they are playing, Final Quest Online, recently got an update with the DLC featuring a new raid boss. It appears they've all gathered in an attempt to take it down. Elysion, Missless, and Tetra all working together in harmony. Games are indeed a wonderful thing. Commander, when did you get here? I've been here for a while. Oh, okay. Anyway, you should get ready. Ready for what? You got to join our raid party. Aren't the three of you enough? No way. I'm a tank, then Exia and Leg are both DPS. With a combination like that, we'll never make it past the third phase. If we want to clear the final stage, we'll need a dependable healer like you. So that's why you called me. If we don't have a healer in our party, we can only go so far. Come to think of it, where's Troni? Why isn't she joining you? Oh, Troni? Do you see that over there? A leg points to one side of the room. Underneath the desk on which various Black Arc Ranger merchandise is displayed, there's a large lump wrapped in a blanket. Did something happen? She's been like that ever since we saw her imitating the Black Ranger. Hey! Troni's urgent voice sounds from under the blanket. You said you would keep that a secret. Oh, whoops. Pretend you didn't hear any of that, Commander. I hate you. I don't see why you're so upset. I thought your impression of the Black Arc Ranger was pretty cool. Nothing weird about it at all. The blanket rustles as if Trony is kicking her legs. A leg, if you don't mind. What? Leave Trony to me. I approach Trony, leaving the puzzled leg behind. Lifting the blanket ever so slightly, I'm greeted by Trony's beet red face. Commander. All I did was recite a few lines back from the movie. I wasn't impersonating her or anything. It wasn't... Whenever my courage wavers, I look up at the sky. Do you mean those lines? What? How did you know? Any commander worth their salt ought to know the Archranger's most famous lines. Those are from the Dark Hero episode, right? Aren't they being re-released as a movie? That's right. I've been dying to see it ever since I heard the news. I snagged the DVD as soon as we finished filming our interview. What interview? After we resolved that whole issue with the power outage in the Ark, we've had a deluge of requests from media outlets wanting to interview us. Some of them even got directly in touch with the central government. They're certainly determined. You're telling me. So, anyway, Suyin said I had to participate. I tried to bow out, but she kept pestering me until I went. Did the filming at least go well? Well, about that. Please, introduce yourself. Hello, I'm Oleg from the Electric Shock Squad. And to my left is... I'm... Oh no. Electronic Shock Squad. No, that's not it. Electronic Shock Squad Shock. What's my name again? Trony. A bit short for a self-introduction. Trony, you okay? Electric Squad Shocks. Electronic Sock. Electric. Oof. She's gonna be like this for a while, so you'll probably have to do some editing on your end. Are we free to say whatever we want this time as well? Okay, thanks. Did you hear that, Trony? Oleg, huh? Even if you make a mistake, they'll edit around it. So you don't have to be nervous. You're free to say whatever comes to mind. Okay, I'll try. Oh no. It's Suyin. We're all able to speak freely here, so go ahead. Good grief. Can't this bucket of bolts even spit out her own name? Or is she just gonna blurt out nonsense all day? Trony hastily ensconces herself back in the blanket. As I'm looking around hastily to find something to change the subject, I notice a calendar next to a clump of mud with a date circle. Trony, why did you circle this date here? Oh, that's... Trony looks back and forth between the lump of mud and the calendar for a while, then speaks up. Commander? Are you free tomorrow, by any chance? Why? I mean, if you don't have any spare time, It's okay. I'm more than willing to give you my time, Trony. You are? But why? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to answer that question. Why are you asking me all this? That's a relief. Without explaining any further, Trony heads over to the others who are waiting for her to join the game. She seems to be in higher spirits now, so that should be a good thing, right?
Wow, they sure look scary.
So we're going to be a healer in their game. Actually, maybe. Now that Trony's feeling better, who knows what's gonna happen. We're probably gonna end up going to like an Arc Ranger festival or something.
Well, we won! Oh, happy day, Commander!
That's right, Giza watches Arc Rangers too. A few hours later. Cycle Pump. There's an insta-kill attack coming up, so watch out. Cycle Pump. You've got to get the timing right to dodge properly. If you're having a hard time, just stick behind Black Rose. You got that? You got that, Trony? Got it. What? Okay. And stop typing out your skills in the chat. Sorry. That's right, they're in-game. Don't worry. I did the same thing when I was new. Just follow me, and you'll be alright. Okay, thanks. Maiden drops her tablet. Maiden? Is everything alright? Can you say that again, Trony? Thanks? Tears start to flow from Maiden's eyes. I'm so happy that I decided to play this game. What's going on? Black Rose, help! Black Rose! Black Rose? Black Rose isn't moving. The game isn't important right now. What do you mean? It's not important. X is bugging him. Trony thanked me. I'm so touched. Uh-huh. I barely said anything. Can I hug you? You already are. Oh, sorry. My arms moved without really realizing it. This is quite the crew. Emergency! The tanker is gone. Woohoo! Wow! We did it! We finally did it! Exit, do you see that? Oh my gosh. It's Boom! It's really Boom! Where the new map should be generated, the logo for Boom is instead running. So that's why the damage meter has been acting so funny. I should have known Alea couldn't help herself. She's gone and installed Boom inside Final Quest. So Final Quest can run Boom. This truly is a god tier game. Yo. Yeah. Maiden, can you put a stop to this, please? I'll try. Boom, boom, boom! What is even happening anymore? Everyone, if you could please concentrate. We've been raiding for the better part of the day. It's only natural that we're starting to lose focus. How about we call it a day? I suppose you're right. There's no sense in continuing with things as they are. Fine. We'll take on the last phase another time. I'm sorry. I could have done more. Please, Trony, no apologies necessary. You've only just started playing this game. I can hardly expect you to be an expert right off the bat. Maiden? Yes? Could you stop touching her? You're making her uncomfortable. Sorry, but honestly, my hands have a mind of their own. Maiden still has one arm wrapped around Trony's shoulders. Trony has her eyes closed, but is otherwise bearing it with good grace. It seems like it may be difficult to get Maiden to stop this. Anyway, that's enough Final Quest for today. Good job, everyone. You too, Exia. So, that's it then? Excuse me. We're not done here. Now we've got time to play some Boom. Huh? She's right, Commander. We're just starting. So if you could sit back down, that would be great. No one seems to have any intention of getting up from their seats. Okay. After Final Quest Online, we progressed to a series of different games. That's awesome. Look at the energy drinks right there in the middle too. Boom. Dragon Dungeon. We know what that is. Combat Ace. And more from different genres. Currently, we are immersed in the fighting game Iron Punch. Dang it! Ah. You've got to do better than that, Maiden. I'm trying my best. There must be some kind of bug in the game. That would explain why a leg isn't losing any health. I think it's just because she's good at avoiding attacks. That's impossible. How about I try and play hands-free? Honestly though, I think I'd still win. No, you don't have to do that. Let's go again. It's time to get serious. If I could prefer one piece of advice, Maiden, smashing the buttons blindly won't activate any of the special moves. I know that. Although it seems like some are enjoying the game more than others, the fact that all four of them are getting along brings a smile to my face. A few hours later. Jeez. Like, how about going a little easy on her? I was thinking the same thing. No, don't go easy on me. I knew you wouldn't want me to, so I haven't been. I'm getting tired of this game, though. Do you want to swap, Trony? No, Maiden's not having it. What? We're not done here. I want one more rematch. You've been saying that for the last 2 hours. Last round for real this time. Probably. Huh? Who's calling me? God, it's the boss. Can I answer this? Go ahead. Excuse me for a moment. Mm-hmm. Yes, boss? No, I'm not playing games again. Yes? Sorry, right now? Okay, I'll be right there. Maiden hangs up the phone. What's wrong? I think I've got to go. It's getting late anyway. How about we turn in for the day? Yeah, I think that'd be good. You're leaving already? Oh, don't worry. We'll see you again soon. Of course. We've still got one raid left for us to clear. Say it with me now, guys. Our fight is just beginning. Our fight's just beginning. Just beginning. Just beginning. They're gonna keep doing this. Just beginning. Filled with anticipation for the day ahead. The gamers finally call it a day for now. They're having too much fun. It's wonderful.
Don't you worry, I'll squash them all like bugs.
It's like, will this event turn out lighthearted? Let's see.
Press R to reload. Verifying codes.
And you know what's interesting?
Trust yourself, Boston.
They
Hacking the enemy system.
actually like gave the Black Archranger a unique
Kotodama, the power hidden within one's words.
a unique character. Yeah. They gave her a unique character design. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, we won.
She wasn't just
Happy
like
day, Commander.
a black silhouette or something like this, or heard from off screen, which is interesting. It's quiet now. Was it always this quiet? Trony turns on the radio while scratching her head. On the radio, an interview with a leg and Trony is playing. You recently resolved the power outage issue in the Ark, isn't that so? That's right. Trony is a specialist when it comes to both electricity and electronics. Thanks to her, not only were we able to resolve the power outage, but we did it with a boom. Do you really think I'm a specialist? Is that the last we've seen of these power outages? We believe so. As long as the converter we invented is in play, any outages could be a thing of the past. However, power may temporarily be down whenever we have to inspect the converter. So if there comes a time when your power goes out, don't panic. Stay calm, hang tight until we finish examining the converter, and everything will be fine. This incident highlights once again that you two have played a large part behind the scenes in ensuring that the Ark runs smoothly. Some citizens have even taken a hailing you two as silent heroes. Is there anything you would like to say to your admirers out there? How about you first, Trony? Trony begins to have terrifying flashbacks of the traumatic event, and quickly turns off the radio. Uh-oh. Are we finally going to see what this is? A deafening noise rings out in her mind. Inside the crimson-colored room, dozens of eyes are trained on Trony. Their gaze is penetrating and merciless, as if they're asking, are you actually a hero? A hero? Hero. Trony? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? I'm just a little tired, that's all. Well, you have been pushing yourself awfully hard recently. What with filming all these promos and interviews. And that's on top of all the power source research you've been doing. Speaking of which, you've been going to the lab pretty much every day, haven't you? Yeah, I have. Here, I want you to have this. Oleg hands Trony a movie ticket. Wait, is this? It is a ticket for the premiere of the Black Arc Ranger movie. Tomorrow is your first day off in ages. Why don't you go treat yourself to a movie? I was planning on just taking a short break in the morning before going to the lab. No. You should take advantage of your time off and get some proper R&R. But then you'll be here on your own. And I'll get in a nice boom session while you're not here. Is that all you ever... Anyway, I'll be taking it easy myself tomorrow, so you don't have to worry your pretty little head. Oh, by the way, you said that you finished that report I was asking about, right? Yeah, I'll bring it to you later. Thanks. I'll give the once-over tomorrow. Alright. Just don't work too hard. Trony begrudgingly accepts the movie ticket. Huh? How come there are two? I knew you'd turn around halfway to the theater and make some excuse about it being crowded or something silly. So, please get the commander to tag along and make sure you actually turn up. Okay, fine, I'll go. Have a good time then. Thank you for thinking of me. Hold on, did you just say the commander is coming with me? A leg catches Trony as she limply falls from her chair. Hey, are you okay? Sorry, I just imagined asking the commander to see a movie together and got a bit lightheaded. Could you ask him for me by any chance? Okay, fine. I'll do it. We're going on a date with Trony. See the Arc Ranger.
Next.
So that's why she asked before. Or wait, or did Oleg ask her? Because it seemed like she was the one that did before.
I told you justice would prevail.
The next day, at the Electric Shock Squad laboratory, Oleg is staring at the heading of a report. Special Entity, Material H. There we go. I might just be able to glean some clues from this. Guess I should dive in. After taking a deep breath, Oleg begins to read the report. As she turns the pages, her expression gradually darkens. By the time she reaches the last page, her voice is trembling as she reads aloud. Evaluation of the peculiar entity Material H by Mana. Material H possesses a structure and form that is strikingly similar to that of the Ark, and appears to have been created by raptures. In fact, one could even venture to deem it a miniature version of the Ark. Material H generates energy by assimilating nikkes, which is remarkably similar to how first-generation raptures reinforce their power sources via assimilating organic matter. In conclusion, it is increasingly clear that other forces besides us know about the true nature of how this power source functions. This is no good. We already knew there had to be others who knew about all this. Besides Trony and I. So why am I so shaken up? I can't... A leg tightly grips the table in an effort to steady her trembling hands. After taking a few deep breaths, her shaking finally ceases. Phew. I can't afford to be frightened like this. We got too much to do. Uh-oh. It's Ether. Interesting. That's right. There is much to be done. Ether? Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time I've shown up unannounced. You're not feeling uneasy about anything, are you? Who, me? Uneasy? No way! Your acting skills leave much to be desired. I'm just messing with you. I merely came to check on the progress of the latest task MMR assigned us. So relax, or else I might misinterpret as you being suspicious of me. Okay. So, when do you think the equipment will be ready? It should be able to be delivered next week. We'll let you know as soon as it's finished. That's a relief. What's that supposed to mean? I'm merely suggesting that you're doing a commendable job with the task assigned to you. Of course. You shouldn't expect any less from us. Good. So long as you keep it up in the future. Come again? The top brass are keeping an eye on you, you know. They're paying close attention as to whether the electric shock squad is doing well. Is that so? It's a little overwhelming if I'm being honest. You know how Trony and I hate being in the spotlight. That hardly sounds like the words of a pair of heroes. At any rate, your primary goal is to ensure that the Ark remains operational. I trust that you'll do everything in your power to make that happen. You know as well as I do that there's nothing the higher-ups aren't willing to do for the sake of the Ark's survival. I know it all too well. Good. Well then, keep up the good work. I hope that report is making for good reading. Damn. After Ether leaves, Oleg warily sits down. What have we gotten ourselves into, Trony? Oh no. Meanwhile, in one of the Ark's back alleys. Is everything okay, my friend? Guillotine. Just say the word and I can take over. I don't understand. Ingrid. Fine. I'll go over it again. We've received orders from a senior official in the central government. There are individuals inside the Ark that are planning a terrorist attack as we speak. A directive has been issued for the eccentric squad to secure the targets and hand them over to MMR-affiliated central government forces as soon as possible. I have a proposition. How about I handle this mission solo? I see no reason for Maiden to join. I can see this job through myself. Boss, are we sure that electric shock is the one behind this conspiracy? We're positive. Oleg and Trony are your next targets. Oh. Oh. You sit here and hang tight. I'll take care of this. Be right back. No. I'm taking charge of this operation. I need to. You shouldn't punish yourself unduly. Guillotine. Please. Very well. However, if anything happens, I will intervene. That is the one thing I cannot and will not compromise on. Alright, thank you.
Be
Well.
careful, everyone.
Press R to reload.
This is interesting.
Verifying code.
The higher-ups are messing with people again.
Reload. Reload.
Once they start getting too close to the truth,
Hacking completed.
it's like, that's that. I
May
mean,
victory be ours.
you remember what they did to Exia way back then.
Good game.
Crony and I have agreed to meet up at the square. And so I am on my way there. Once I arrive, I can see Trony sitting on the bench staring blankly at a billboard, which is relaying a broadcast featuring the Electric Shock Squad. Morning. Hey, Commander. You're becoming quite the celebrity with all these TV appearances. Yeah. I hope nobody recognizes me. Just in case, though, I've been practicing my autograph. Trony and I watched the broadcast for a while. For some reason, there doesn't appear to be any footage of Trony. It may be a while yet until Trony is being, harangued for autographs. How come they're only showing footage of a leg? Didn't you want to go see a movie today? Why don't we head to the theater? Oh, sure. Before we do that though, could you help me with something? What is it? Do you remember before when you asked me why I'd circled that date on the calendar? Sure. That's the day I first joined the Electric Shock Squad. It was also the first time I ever met a leg. The leg has been doing so much for me all these years. And so I wanted to give her something for once. I was trying to think of what to get her as a present. But then I realized I've never actually given a gift to anyone before. So I was hoping I could get some suggestions from you. I'd be happy to help. Do you have any general ideas on what to get her? The leg is all about boom, so I was thinking maybe something related to that. A boom guy plushie, maybe? Would that be weird? I think she'd love that. How about we head to the shopping center and check out the gaming store? The shopping center? Oh boy. Let me take a few deep breaths. Could you give me a few days to prepare mentally? A few days. Let's go. I dragged the reluctant Trony with me to the shopping center. At the gaming store, Trony is cowering in the corner, hiding from all the other people. Trony, you'll never be able to choose a gift if you stay huddled in the corner. But... Hello, is there something you're looking for? No, I remember it all. She's trying her best. That she is. That traumatic interview, the panic of being bombarded with questions, the humiliation of not being able to string words together and being sent to the orphanage. Is everything alright, miss?
Just pretend you didn't hear that.
Do you happen to have any boom-related products? Sorry, but a leg recently cleaned us out. So we're all out of stock.
Ah, I see.
Thank you anyway. Sure thing. If you need anything else, let me know. The store clerk leaves to help another customer. What should we do now? Oleg is an avid gamer. So how about we get her some gaming peripherals? I don't know. She's already got everything you could possibly need thanks to all the devices our squad has made. Right, I forgot you both are skilled inventors. Is there something else Oleg likes besides Boom? I'm not sure. It's kind of pathetic when you think about it.
What do you mean?
Oleg understands me more than I understand myself. But I know next to nothing about her. Hold on. What time is it? Oh my gosh. It's nearly time for the movie premiere.
You're right. We'll figure out a gift after the movie.
Alright. Time to drag me to the movie theater.
Wow. Okay.
Soon after, at the theater. Despite the fact that it's the grand premiere, there's a surprising lack of spectators. Even though I've seen all the episodes before, I'm still excited to see them in the new format. Shh. Sorry. Even though the movie hasn't started, Troni has both hands tightly clasped together and her eyes glued to the screen. Look at the stars in her eyes. Soon after, the movie begins. Dark Hero. As the title sequence flashes across the screen, Troni's eyes sparkle. After that, random snippets of fight scenes featuring the Black Arc Ranger illuminate the big screen. Long live the Arc Rangers! Woo! Next to me and Troni, there is another moviegoer who can't be clearly made out. I merely completed the mission which was assigned to me. All the help I gave you tonight will only be known by you, me, and the dark sky above us. Woohoo! Ah, what a hero! Who is this? Each time the Black Ranger utters a famous line, both Troni and the mysterious moviegoer have the same enthusiastic reaction. After a while, the movie reaches its conclusion. Look how happy she is. The Black Arc Ranger is so incredible. Both Troni and the moviegoer adjacent to us were engrossed to the very end. Absolutely. What an incredible experience. Wait. Even as the credits run, they're still not fully over it. Wait. What? Huh. The actual actress? Or is she a NIKKE? This movie is always a blast to take in. The Black Arc Ranger? What the heck? It's hot. It's Hatsune Nikkei.
I'll squash them all like bugs.
I think you're right.
Dust yourself off and give it another go.
Again, you see? I mean, I know there are a variety of NPC designs, but hers is very Nikkei-esque.
Hacking the enemy system. Hacking completed.
It would be cool if she actually were a new playable character at some point. Well, she's a Nikke? Really?
Nova, Trony, it's been a while.
Wait, it's been a while. Huh? Yeah.
Black Ark Ranger? That's me. Did you enjoy the movie? How do you know our names? You both came to my fan meet and greet at the Art Gaming Expo. Commander.
Yeah?
I can officially die and rest in peace now. If you would, please pass my last will and testament, revision number 430, onto a leg.
She's done. A dumbfounded Trony slumps from her chair, and I manage to catch her before she hits the floor.
You can't die yet. You still need to decide on the gift for a leg. Oh, right. Trony, I heard you and the leg got the Ark out of quite the pickle. Oh, that was nothing compared to what you do. All we did was repair a converter and restore the power. Nothing worth praising, really. If the Ark fell into darkness, the glimmer of hope amongst the citizens would likewise be snuffed out. You kept that hope alive. If that isn't worthy of being deemed a hero, then what is? I must express my heartfelt gratitude to you. I kept hope alive? No, I'm no hero. Not like you. Everyone says I am, but I'm not the gallant figure they make me out to be. Trony averts her gaze as she ruthlessly puts herself down. You're not like me, you say? Tell me then, what kind of hero am I, exactly? You save people, and you've rescued the Ark from the brink of a catastrophe countless times. Haha, is that so? Do you have a moment? Well, I do need to pick out a gift for a leg. It won't take much of your time. I promise. We find ourselves walking around the Ark with the Black Ark Ranger, performing various small acts of kindness, helping the elderly cross the street, playing with children. Thanks to these small displays of kindness, each area we visit is soon filled with laughter. That's enough for today, I think. We can end our patrol here. Well done, you two. Do you usually patrol around like this? If I have time. The unfortunate thing is that I typically don't have time to spare. You're pretty busy, so I can imagine. Too true. However, seeing everyone smile is the greatest reward I could ask for. It does make you feel good. Then let me ask you again, Trony. What kind of hero am I? Do I spend every waking moment saving people's lives and averting catastrophes? Or am I simply someone who, as we just saw, performs small acts of service? Trony, a hero is someone who fully embodies their own beliefs, instead of living their life according to the expectations of others. Living by your own code and principles is what makes a true hero. You don't have to be exactly like me. You don't have to be this majestic figure that people envision you as. It's not important how other people see you. You need to define yourself for what justice means to you. You have to figure out for yourself what kind of hero you want to be and what principles you want to follow. What principles I want to follow? I know this all sounds very dramatic and lofty, but I'm just cribbing from a speech that Red gave me way back, which made me end up joining the Arc Rangers. At the time, I thought I'd become a hero capable of empowering others like Red. I'm not used to talking this much. Anyway, I think I've made my point, so I'll say goodbye here. There is something I want to say. What's that? You are that kind of hero. You do empower others. Never mind. I don't really know what I'm saying. Thank you. Let's part ways here. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to meet again in the future. With that, the Black Arc Ranger turns and leaves. Trony waves goodbye for a long time as the figure of the Black Arc Ranger slowly fades into the distance. Suddenly, I remember something. Trony, about the gift. Even if it's not something you necessarily think a leg would want, as long as you put your heart into it, it will be enough. It's the thought that counts. I see. I understand what you're saying. Sorry, but may I excuse myself? I've decided on what to get her. Of course. Let me know what she thinks of it. I will. Oh, and thank you for today. As I watch Trony leave, the Black Arc Ranger's words echo in my mind. I think about that for a long time. Should I go back and give that movie another watch? Did you not think the Power Rangers were real? Your childhood was robbed. That night, Trony's room. As she hums the Arc Ranger theme song, Trony is hard at work making a gift for a leg that she's bound to love. A custom Boom theme gamepad. That's awesome. Unlike anything that can be found in the Arc. That should do it. After inspecting the completed gamepad, Trony turns to look at the clay figurine on her desk which a leg made for her. She fashioned it in the shape of the Black Arc Ranger in an effort to encourage Trony to come out of her room for a while back. Trony treasures it more than anything, and as she looks at the precious figurine, she mumbles under her breath, I hope she likes it. Carrying this simple wish in her heart, Trony waits for a leg's return. However, she's waiting in vain. For on that very same day, a leg went missing. The Extrinsic Squad. A group of Nikkes that was created to suppress or eliminate any Nikkes who become irregulars. A squad whose very existence is shrouded in mystery. Due to all of these cloak and dagger measures, Maiden has never felt a sense of belonging. Hey, Maiden. Why'd you have us meet up? Why'd you have us meet at such a creepy place? Are you getting back at me for yesterday? Hey, you don't look so good. Did something bad happen? Yes. Something bad has happened. Maiden has always yearned for a sense of belonging. To find a place where she could make friends and embrace her true self. And that's why Maiden, you're now officially part of the team. She accepted Exia's offer with such fervor. That's why. Maiden, was it? Nice to meet you. Don't just stand there. Don't just stand there, Trony. Say hi. Hi. Nice to meet you. She opened up to Oleg, Exia, and Trony. Oleg, meeting you has brought me so much joy. I hope you know that. But why? Maiden shakes her head with distress and pulls out her phone. Boss, it's Maiden. Requesting authorization to remove the mask. Yes, target has been secured. Yes. I'm carrying out the directive now. Maiden takes off her mask. Maiden, are you crying? Is everything okay? Freeze. Just as Oleg reaches out to wipe the tears from Maiden's face, she freezes mid-movement. For the first time in Maiden's life, someone saw her take her mask off and wasn't afraid. And how does she repay them? By using her powers against them. I hope that you would be scared of me like all the others. Target has been restrained. Transferring to the designated coordinates now. How are they gonna get out of this?
If only there was someone else.
This is
to
an
take
order
my
from the
place.
top. We're going to have to do something. Because they're going to be coming after Trony next. Unless Guillotine is already handling that on her own.
So annoying. Did you hear that?
Just calm down and give it another shot.
So we know it's because of what they know about the Ark's power source. But the thing is, it doesn't make sense to actually get rid of them, simply because they're the only ones who can actually solve and empower the shit. So why would you do this to them?
All the firecrackers.
Good game.
There's got to be something else to this. Trony fiddles with her phone nervously. Despite waiting all night, there was still no sign of Oleg. And unlike before, she can't be reached at all. This has never happened before. I hope Oleg's doing okay. Just then, footsteps can be heard out in the hallway. Oleg? Filled with anticipation, Trony bolts up from her seat. However, the person who comes through the doorway is not Oleg. It's Ether. Sorry to disappoint you. I know you'd rather see Oleg right now. Instead, Ether enters the room, looking weary as always. I should have figured that your dormitory would be just as much of a pigsty as your lab. I can see now why Suin is always moaning about cleanliness, or rather the lack thereof. What are you doing here? I'm here to give you information. Information that I'm sure you're eager to know. Oleg's whereabouts. Caught your interest, have I? Do you know where Oleg is? I do.
Then tell me where she is. But it might be rather shocking to hear. Are you sure? What are you talking about? You know, Trony. That's the thing about confidential documents. They usually contain information that isn't meant to be seen by just anyone. And becoming privy to such information could put you in harm's way. One of the higher-ups noticed you two meddling with MMR's Material Age report. And now they know that you and the Leg are aware of the truth behind the Ark's power source. I don't understand. That's why a Leg was apprehended. Orders came down yesterday from the central government to MMR. We're to capture both you and the Leg, as you two are orchestrating a terrorist attack. As Trony begins to step back, Ether raises both of her hands in the air. Oh, don't misunderstand me. I didn't come here to take you in. Quite the opposite, actually. I came here to give you a chance. Ether approaches Trony with an equivocal smile. You have two options. The first is to say that the Leg is the sole individual responsible for planning the attack, and that you didn't know anything about it. If you do that, I'll be sure to do whatever I can to clear your name. After that, it's quite simple. You forget everything you know about the power source, and simply work hard to keep things going just as they are. Naturally, in order to maintain your image as a heroic figure, you won't be able to associate with a Leg ever again. If you want these charges against you to be lifted, that's a sacrifice you'll have to be willing to make. What's the other option? Here. Ether hands over a note. These are the coordinates where a Leg is being held. They're scheduled to begin interrogating her later today. As soon as that's finished, she will be disposed of. The second option is that you personally attempt to go and rescue a Leg yourself. But you don't have much time. If you get caught, your memory will be wiped, or you will be disposed of as well. Of course, even if you do manage to rescue a Leg, both of you will forever be fugitives on the run. There's not much time, Trony. Make your choice. Show me what you can do. Can you do that for me?
Interesting.
Just calm down and give it another shot.
Ether's always meddling in things, though. She really is.
Press R to reload.
Reload?
She knows so much. So, where she's being held is already known. It's just how to rescue her now.
I told you justice would prevail.
We have to get Laplace. I receive a message from Exia.
Noob, we've got a problem.
What is it?
The Leg and Trony were supposed to come over for a raid an hour ago, but I can't reach either of them. Can you try?
Okay, give me a second. I tried to call Leg, Trony, and Maiden, but none of them pick up. Now that I think about it, Trony never let me know how it went with her giving a Leg her gift. Something isn't right.
What happened?
No one's answering my calls.
What? What's going on here?
I share Exia's worry that something nefarious might be going on. We should head over to Electric Shock's dormitory to investigate. When we arrive at the dormitory, all the doors are mysteriously wide open. I
hear a sound from Trony's room. Trony? I cautiously head inside Trony's room. Inside, Ether is examining the Black Arc Ranger figurine. Ether? What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. Number 7. That's right, that's what she calls us. Ether puts down the figurine she is holding and approaches me. Who did you come to see? Trony? Hello? Both? Answer my question. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Don't get yourself mixed up with those two. What happened to them? So you don't know? Alright then. Alright, let me fill you in. Oleg and Trony were planning a terrorist attack. As a result, the higher-ups at MMR have ordered us to arrest both Electric Shock members and have their memories wiped. What? More accurate. Just one will have their memory wiped. The other will be disposed as an example to the rest. The top brass wants to mitigate any and all potential risks within the Ark. There's no way either of those two were planning an attack. You seem to trust them quite a bit. Yes, it's just as you said. They had no part in any perpetrated terrorist attack. No, their crime was of another nature. Would you like to know what it was that they did? By now, Ether has come uncomfortably close and is scrutinizing my expression with much intensity. Not interested. All I want to know is where they are. You're no fun. Let me guess. You intend on saving them, is that it? Even for you, associating with those two can only end poorly. I walk past Ether towards the table where various Black Arc Ranger memorabilia is displayed. In the middle of the table is a customized balloon gamepad. This must have been the gift Trony intended to give to Oleg. I reach out for the gamepad. Trony wanted to give Oleg a gift, and I'm going to make sure that she gets it. I figured you would go that route. It's a good thing I prepared another copy. Ether tosses me a folded up note that, once opened, reveals a set of coordinates. Is this where... Yes. Oleg is being held there. Trony rushed out not too long ago, intent on rescuing her. You should get a move on. What's your game here, Ether? Ether waves her hand nonchalantly, signaling that she doesn't intend on elaborating, then heads outside. Noob. Ooh. If you're getting these, please respond. Exia? Ah, you can hear me. Good. I overheard everything you and Ether just said. Let's go get Oleg and Trony. If you heard everything, then you should know that you shouldn't get involved in this. But you said all you're doing is helping deliver Trony's gift to Oleg. Well, it's the same for me. I'm the party leader, so I've got to do my due diligence and round up my party members who didn't show up for a raid. That raid isn't going to clear itself, you know. I'll lead the way. Alright, it's all yours. Operator Exia is on the case. It's been a while since I've done one of these. But still,
Just calm down and give it another shot.
what's her plan to actually alleviate them of all suspicion? But the thing is, I don't think the general public knows about this.
Hacking completed.
This is on the inside for
Victory
now.
be ours.
Kotodama, the power hidden within one's words.
And who's the actual member of the board
So annoying. Did you hear that?
that wanted them captured in the first place? After following Exe's directions, which lead me to a deserted alleyway, I see a few androids standing guard. Remember that time Yoha and Privity turned Exia into cheese? Yes, that's what I was saying before. Noob, you see that building at the end of the alleyway? That's where the coordinates are leading. These guards look like they mean business. Is there any way to enter the building without being noticed? If I may, I'd like to make a suggestion. We could use a cardboard box. Oh my goodness. Please tell me this is a minigame. Dead Shifty. What? Haven't you ever played a stealth game before? If you hide inside the box and move wherever the guards aren't looking, you'll be able to sneak past unnoticed. There just so happens to be a discarded box near me. I'll have to see if I even fit in this thing. I open the box, wondering if I'll be able to squeeze into it, when I'm greeted by the sight of Trony inside. Sorry, but could you please close the box? Commander? What are you... Wow, I never thought anyone would actually try that. Exia just leading us to our doom. Exia? We've come to help. You have? I give Trony the gamepad. What? What's going on? You still have a gift to give. Also, I don't want to hear anything about how it's dangerous for me to get mixed up in this. Noob and I already discussed it and came to an agreement. Aren't you going to take it? As Trony climbs out of the box, she takes the gamepad from me. Thank you. I'll be sure to give this to her. That's the spirit. Now, back to the topic at hand. I'm wondering if there's any way we can distract the guards. Exia, would hacking be possible by any chance? It sure would be. In fact, while you two were deliberating whether or not to get in that box, I took it upon myself to do a bit of research. Once I hack into the surveillance androids, they should be offline for about 10 seconds, after which they'll recover. I hope you two have got your running shoes on. Are you ready, Trony? Ready. Alright. Hacking into the enemy system now. Done. It's game time. With Exia's help, we enter the building undetected and unscathed. That's stage 1 cleared. Now moving on to stage 2. The number one thing is not to get detected by any enemies. Yeah, that's the last thing we want, is to get surrounded in a place like this. On top of that, the guards inside that building are human. They're known for shooting first and asking questions later. Exercise extreme caution. Humans in a nutshell. We will. I've had a look at the security camera footage along with the building blueprints. This place seems to be a deserted MMR facility. I'll guide you to the points where a leg is most likely being held. Before that, could you wait a moment? Trony holds up the gamepad. Left right, A, B. There we go. After Trony presses a few buttons. Ah. All the lights in the building go out. What the? What kind of gamepad is that, anyway? It's a function I incorporated in case I was ever too lazy to get up and turn off the lights while playing a game. I think we all need that. That needs to be mass produced. Even on the small operator screen, Exia's excitement is palpable. She is nearly vibrating. That's got to be the most impressive gamepad of all time. I was wrong for talking smack about Missless before. What other functions does it have? It can install Boom on any nearby electronic devices. It also pairs with them automatically.
Yo, I want that controller.
So, could you tell us where to go? Oh, sorry. I got a bit carried away thinking about the gamepad. Alright, let's do this. Stage 2. We're coming for you.
Oleg is going to love that gamepad.
Those who block the path of the righteous will be shown no quarter. Reload.
Now, I forgot.
Hacking the enemy system. Hacking completed.
Exia is... Wait,
May victory be ours.
is Exia Tetra?
Dama, the power
Yeah.
hidden within one's words.
I think so. Because she said she won't talk smack about Missless.
I told you justice would prevail.
Meanwhile, after a long and grueling interrogation, Oleg is slumped in the corner of a room, exhausted and alone. What's going to happen to me? Whatever this is, I hope this all ends with me. At that moment, the locked door opens. Oleg, I'm coming in. Maiden cautiously enters. Maiden? I thought the interrogation was over. Or have you come to finish the job? No. I just wanted to talk to you. Is that okay? You want to talk with me? If you're not up to it, I understand, but... do as you please. It's a bit dirty. If you look hard enough, there should be a spot where you can sit. It feels a bit strange for me to be playing host. Alright. Maiden crouches down next to Oleg. And an awkward silence descends between them for a while. It is Oleg who breaks the silence. Well, what did you want to talk about? Ah, yes, right. I heard what you said during the interrogation. How the planned attack on the Ark was all you're doing. So she's taking all the blame. That's right. I'm a heinous criminal. You ought to be careful. Nothing good would come out of associating with me. Even Trony, who had nothing to do with any of this, was mistaken as a co-conspirator. Oleg, it's just you and me right now. I asked the other to give us a few moments alone. Before it's all over. You can tell me the truth. Please. If you're honest with me, I might be able to help somehow. I just told you. Associating with me will only bring misfortune on yourself. Unless you want to be accused of being a terrorist too. This is for the best. I can take responsibility for everything and exonerate Trani of all these trumped up charges. Surely there's a better way. There has to be. I don't know what's going on right now, but one thing I'm sure of is that you're no terrorist. It's not too late to come clean and explain that this has all been one colossal mix-up. Even if I did that, it wouldn't change anything. What are you talking about? For one thing, you wouldn't be sent to the scrapyard. Maiden is practically screaming, but the leg only closes her eyes. I'm sorry. I don't want to get you involved. What do you mean? Despite her best attempts, Maiden is unable to get through to a leg, and vice versa. Suddenly, there is the unmistakable sound of an explosion outside, which sounds oddly like a 8-bit. Yep, that's what that said. A leg knows what it is as soon as it reaches her ears. It's a sound effect for boom. Troni? Trump.
Be careful, everyone.
Yes. She used the word.
Reload. Press R to reload.
So, I'm pretty sure Maiden's going to do something as well too, to help a leg escape. Or, well, all of us now.
May victory be ours.
But
Kotodama, the power hidden within one's words.
that doesn't get rid of the fact that a leg knows too much.
Well, we won! Oh, happy day, Commander!
Troni proceeds to use various functions that she incorporated into the gamepad, activating the sprinkler system. This is a feature I added in case it gets hot while gaming. What? Activate the sprinkler systems. Uh-huh. Look at Exia up there. Just so happy. Uh-huh. Disrupting all communications. In case Suyin tries to call us while we're in the middle of a good game. Wow, actually, that's not bad. Nice. Remotely installing Boom instantaneously. With these different functions, Troni distracts the central government troops enough so that we can move through the facility unimpeded. Exia, can you get us through this door? Sure thing. Fortunately, I'm skilled at picking locks. Exia unlocks multiple sealed doors and guides us to areas where there are no sentries present. Enter on the right hallway and go up the stairs. Wow, it's cleaner in here than I thought it'd be. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Exia expertly fulfills her role as an operator, helping us locate the shortest and most effective route. With the aid of both Troni and Exia, all of us are able to safely reach our destination. Stage 2 clear. All we have to do is pass through this hallway, and we'll reach the room where a leg is being held. Let's get a move on. Roger. Just a second, Commander. What? Look over there. Troni is pointing at the opposite end of the darkened hallway. Maiden? Maiden stands opposite us, with her head bowed low. How did you know? It appears the eccentric squad is involved in this somehow as well. Are you here to rescue a leg too? You're all here for a leg? Maiden mutters to herself as she slowly lifts up her head. She is not wearing her mask. Trony, get back. Huh? Target secured. Deploying Kotodama as ordered. Maiden? Trony, due to a leg's testimony, charges against you have been dropped. However, the order issued to me has not been rescinded yet. What are you saying? I'm warning you. If you come any closer, I'll have no choice but to arrest you. If you stop now, I can remain a hero. So please, don't come any closer. Let me handle this, Trony. I'll talk to her. Trony lowers her head. No, Commander. Running away won't change anything. Trony takes a step towards one friend in order to save another. Maiden? When I was young, people often asked us about our dreams. Some of them say that they want to be doctors who save lives. Others proclaim they want to be a hero who saves the day. Like the Archrangers. As for me, my answer is always the same. I would answer while looking up towards the sky above me. My dream is to be able to look at the sky. I remember that backstory. The other kids would laugh and make fun of me. What kind of a stupid dream is that? Every time that happened, I would promise myself that someday I would see the real sky. Underneath the bright light of the sun, I would take in the vast world before me. Back then, I didn't know. I had no idea that the only light I would end up chasing would be the glow of a television screen hooked up to a gaming console. I wanted to see the world in all its majesty, but I ended up being petrified of it. I thought I would become the protagonist of the story, but I turned out to be barely a footnote. How could I have known? But you know, a friend of mine always reached out to me saying, "You are a shining star," and that it was not fitting for me to be cooped up in a dark room. No matter what I was afraid of right now. She told me, "You can certainly overcome it with your strength." As Trony looks into Maiden's eyes, I see an entire landscape in Trony's own eyes, one unlike anything which I have ever seen before. In Trony's mind, a deafening roar can be heard, and the entire area becomes bathed in red. An endless sea of accusatory eyes stares at Trony, questioning if she's really a hero. After discovering the truth behind the Ark's power source, after feeling the stares of others boring a hole into her wherever she went, Trony now has the confidence to stand tall and declare with confidence, "I'm not that kind of hero, and I don't want to be. If being a hero means I'm unable to help those who helped me when I needed it most, then I'd rather not be one at all." true hero doesn't live according to the expectations of others, but act according to their own principles. So, Maiden, I'm asking you for a favor. Step aside and let us go to a lake. After hearing Trony's story, Maiden begins to tremble. I knew it from the very beginning. I knew there was no way either of you could have intended the Ark any harm. And yet, even though I was positive neither of you were irregulars, still Trony slowly inches towards Maiden and gingerly places her hand on her shoulder. I'm sorry. I just can't stand seeing you cry. Maiden mumbles something to Trony as she continues to pat her shoulder. A leg is inside there. She's trapped in there, and she's trying to take all the blame. Go and help her. I will. Go then. She's waiting for you. Thank you. Trony nods at Maiden before running towards the room at the end of the hallway. Maiden watches her for a while, then staggers over to us. I know I don't deserve any of your mercy, but is there any chance? It's okay, Maiden. I'll make sure you have a home to come back to. You're always welcome. Are you sure? Of course. If you didn't come back, Exia would be super pissed. You all still have got a raid to finish. That's right. Plus you and the leg still have a score to settle with Iron Punch. You're right. Don't worry about me, Commander. Go to a leg. I won't stand in your way, nor will anyone else. I'll see to that. Maiden. That's a typo, that's great. Maiden brushes by me and heads outside into the other hallway. Go Trony indeed. Are we gonna get to see her again? I think we will. Come on, let's go see how the story ends. The Extrinsic Squad. A group of Nikkes that was created to suppress or eliminate any Nikkes who become irregulars. A squad whose very existence is shrouded in mystery. Due to all these cloak and dagger measures, Maiden has never felt a sense of belonging. Maiden has always yearned for a sense of belonging, to find a place where she can make friends and embrace her true self. That's the reason why she was able to open her heart to Exia, Alay, and Trony. Maiden shakes her head with distress and pulls out her phone. Boss, it's Maiden. I'm sorry. The mission has failed. Meanwhile, Crow is getting people murdered. The boss. So, it's funny that you bring that up, but they are concerned two Nikkes who were created to fix electrical issues are actually going to do their jobs. Yes. It's funny. You know, we'll discuss after we finish the story. Trony runs through the hallway. With each step she takes, the corridor turns a brighter shade of red, until the entire passage is bathed in crimson. An all-consuming red light emanates from the Ark's power source. Endless stacks of bodies block Trony's path. Fear grips her, but she does not stop. She cannot. If she were to stop now, the greatest horror of all would come to pass. She would be left without a leg. Trony shakes her head vigorously, dispelling the horrific hallucination. The hallway returns to what it is. No, she cannot stop. Not after all that a leg has done for her. Not after she brought Trony out of the morass of fear which once imprisoned her. Trony swings open the door and reaches out her hand. Must protect. A leg. I'm here. Trony? That's great. Now it's the other way around. She's reaching out to her. Why? Why did you come here? I wanted to give this to you. The gamepad is a bit worse for wear. What the... Did I spoil it on my way here? Forget about that. That's not what's important. You can't be here right now. It might not be too late. You need to... No. This is what's most important to me. Letting you know my true feelings is what matters most. Trony. Aren't you afraid of what will happen to us both? There are people out there who want to keep the truth about the power source hidden. They'll hunt us down and show us no mercy. We could disappear without a trace at any moment. I remember something you once told me. You said that no matter what fear grips me now, I'll be able to overcome them. No matter how much time it takes. Be it months, even years, I will absolutely, positively be able to overcome them. It doesn't matter if I'm scared, because I know that it will pass. So take my hand, Aleg. The voice that used to lead Aleg out of the room when she was young, once again extends her hand. And Aleg grabs it with a smile. Aleg? Yes? I'm glad to have you with me. Yes, me too. I'm glad we're back together. I'm glad she was able to say her piece. Oh yes, absolutely. Isn't friendship a wonderful thing? Ether? What are you doing here? I'm the supervisor, aren't I? Why shouldn't I be here? Supervisor? What do you mean? Didn't I tell you? Someone high up in MMR ordered that all members of Electric Shock be arrested. And you're the one who received that order. Correct. Cocoa, oh no. Listen, Ether has that high-pitched voice too. I'm trying my best, just like Trony. Even so, you have nothing to worry about. I have no intention of interfering with those two. Why not? They've shown us that they have potential, and for that, they should be rewarded. With that being said, how about we make a deal? You stand to lose nothing. If you play along, I'll make the following report to MMR when I get back. Oleg and Trony's memories were successfully wiped. And I will personally see to it that neither of them will uncover the truth behind the Ark's power source again. If they ask why one of them wasn't disposed of, I have an ace up my sleeve for that, so worry not. What do you say, number 7? Are you interested?
If I agree to this deal, what's the catch?
Simple. Offer support to both Oleg and Trony, so that they can continue to uncover further secrets behind the Ark's operation. Be a guardian angel for them both.
What's your endgame here?
Me. I merely want to see what Nikkes are capable of. How far a Nikke will go while knowingly disobeying orders. I want to know more about their potential. I'll take your silence as a yes. Very well. I'll go and give that report to the higher-ups. Don't forget your end of the deal. It won't be easy. Another interloper is also keeping tabs on Oleg and Trony. Not that it's anything to fret excessively over. I'm simply saying you'll have to put in some effort. Oh, and tell the two of them that I have high hopes for them, and what they'll accomplish in the future.
Okay. This music. But we've got 4 days until hard mode locks and the epilogue to all of this. I need this music. But she's gotta get an SR version. She's been pivotal to every missless event. Like the secret boss. She does. And I totally agree with you on that. I really do. Well, this is still a ways off. We still got half a year. But what I'm hoping to see for the 2nd anniversary is them actually doing that for some of the Rs and SRs, the way to make them stronger, as well as some of the SRs getting SSRs, versions of them. Of course, they'll probably tie it into the plots and stuff too. So I see why also that they came out with this event after they released the main story chapters. This stream is about the event, so I'm not gonna give any spoilers on the main story, don't worry. But I can see kind of why they did all this and everything. Plus, we had that event before with Trony and Leg about the power source. And it's nice to see them continuing that story as well, too. Although, there are other stories that I'm hoping to see them continue, which they might actually do. We've got the summer coming up, hint hint, wink wink. But, yeah. Ether has so much pull as well, too. It's a bit strange, because she's a Nikke herself. So I'm wondering, and she said she has an ace up her sleeve for that and whatnot. I'm wondering what things she knows and stuff and whatnot. What else was I gonna say? What exactly is going to happen to Maiden? Because she also disobeyed orders as well too. So, yeah. That's gonna come into play. You know, I've been wondering something too. If you've been like playing through the stories and the events and like the Nikke's own stories, some of them yeah, without spoiling anything, some of them actually end up being assigned to us. So I'm wondering if that is going to play a key role in the future as well too. I think she was the first one. Oh, you leveled skills on Ether. Yeah, because I think everybody has Ether, right? Yeah, I think they gave her away. But yeah. They still know too much, but they're safe for now. But then there's this other person who's also keeping tabs on them. Who could that be? We don't know just yet. Also, about the there we go, the Black Archranger. I remember before you were saying that she's a Nikke? Like, is she just in like costume right now? Or, because I'm trying to remember. We haven't actually seen her before, right? I just don't remember. But it would be cool if she becomes like a playable character, because I really do like her design. But yeah, let's see what the challenge is. Who is it? Oh, it's this guy.
Mind if I join?
So this is my auto team, huh? That's fine. I'm trying to think of other things that happened during the story and whatnot. Also, Guillotine knows about what's going on. But Maiden told her that she'd head this operation, so...
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
I think that about covers everything. Although, wait, there is something else too. Material H. So now, so of course,
Did you see that?
we were
I'm
right
strong, but my
in the other
comrades are
event
stronger.
about, you know, it being rapture related and stuff and everything. Material H. Archrangers are all Nikkes. The movies and stuff are based off their operations. Oh, okay. I don't know why I don't remember that information. Probably because we've done so much, but yeah. So, we could indeed be getting an Archranger team, the Super Sentai Squad, yeah. That would be something. Like another gaming event, or maybe next event involving, you know, certain characters that go to a convention or something, or this or that. Who knows? Ah. So we got that. We are putting this up. What should we do? We are... I guess this one's technically the oldest, but I do like that one. That was Nyanya Paradise. I like all of these. Alright, it's either cat or lion. To give people, I mean, it's never said directly, maybe in side combo, but it's extremely hinted they're Nikkes to give people hope. Get rid of the Avengers? Alright. That I don't mind doing. Let me get rid of these real quick.
The bigger the boom, the bigger the win.
Hold on. since we have this out here now, let's go to the command center real quick. It's time. There's actually another song that I really like here, but I want to put that one up after we finish the main story. Oh no, it was here. Ah, there we go. It should be, yep. Perfect. They are done and dusted. Old Chatterboy and Torture Scorpion. Queen said be gone, bots. That she did. She really did. I'm sorry, that was too hilarious. Twice. Like Indivilia, mid-sentence. Just gets bashed in the stomach. But yeah. You know what the sad thing is? While this fits the event, it doesn't really fit the scene. I may have to change it to something else. Why are you still here? But yeah, that's everything I can think of actually during this event. Except for, you know, who the other person that's watching them is. But we may learn that during the epilogue once it releases in a few days. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this event, guys. I mean, well, you know, for this stream, for the event so far, because we have to wait for hard mode. Also, yes, I do know that that Trony is out in her banner and everything. What we'll do, it's like we'll actually do Trony testing. It's like once the epilogue releases. If you're wondering why I didn't do any testing for Crown, honestly, the simple answer is that she didn't need any testing. She's just good. She really is. It's like you can fit her kind of anywhere. So if you're wondering what my answer was for Crown, it's like that. That's my answer. But Trony's abilities, like her kit is quite interesting. When I was reading it, which we'll go over next time, I was just like, huh, I have to see this in action myself. There's no need to test the king. Exactly. It's like, oh, I see the mad face. But there is, you're right though. That statement has two meanings. There was absolutely no need. She's just that good. Apparently her kit is all weird. Exactly. Like I said, when I read her kit, I was just like, huh. I'm like, this is interesting. Gonna have to actually test this out. So look forward to that once the epilogue comes out. But, alright guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's like, this was, even though, you know, the second half of it got a little darker, it was still a good event. It really was. It's like, I enjoy our gamer girl Nikkes here. They're always fun. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, Nova out. See you later, everyone.